Hi everyone, it's John the Dyslexic Geek here. In today's video I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Briksmax LED Light kit. This particular kit is for the UCS TIE-Interceptor that came out earlier this year. Now thank you very much to Briksmax for sending me this kit for review, that's very much appreciated. Now this particular kit does retail for $46 on the Briksmax website. Although on the 16th and 17th of July, Briksmax and Lighting, the parent company, will be running a 30% off promotion on the Amazon website in order to take advantage of Amazon Prime Day. Now the links for the Briksmax and Lighting storefronts are included in my description below, so please click those links below if you're interested in buying anything off Amazon during the 16th and 17th of July, and you will get 30% off. So let's get this light kit unboxed, installed, and let's see what it looks like on the TIE Fighter. So here we have the box, a rather small, neat looking box as you can see, and it is clearly for the TIE-Interceptor. Move it around the back, a few bits and pieces on the back there, a little bit of information on there, so nothing too exciting. So let's open this up, let's get into this. I've had a few of these light kits before, they are all really good and they are pretty easy to install for the most part, but they all just require a bit of perseverance, a bit of patience to put them together. So let's remove the packaging. Got a little bit of tape down here, if we can move now. Let's open up this box. So here we have a look what we've got in here. So this is quite cool. So as ever, it's always really well packaged. They always come with this nice bubble wrap, so they're always well packaged and well secure. So that's pretty decent. So let's see what we get in here. So we got quite a few envelopes. So we've got one green dot LED. Red, a couple of loads of them in fact. So we've got red dot. These might be individual pieces in here, I'm not quite sure, but there's quite a few of these, all different colours. Yeah, so quite a few bits in here that I wasn't quite expecting, very different from all the other light kits that I've received. So yeah, various cables, more connecting cables of different lengths by the looks of it. The all important expansion board, so you've got 2 ports in there. Adhesives, USB power cable, and a battery box here, so that's pretty cool. Let's have a look. I've got one of these here to see what's in here. Nice easy packaging. So nice small battery box, does look a lot smaller than the previous ones. Does take 3 AAA batteries for this, so a little bit of a smaller box. That looks quite new from the previous ones I've had. Let's have a look at the expansion board. Let's open this one up here. So okay, so we've got a little board, a little expansion board there. So quite fiddly, quite dainty, but it should be fine. Various blocks here with different jumpers by the looks of it. So we've got a few of those. So that should be rather interesting. Not seen those before. Don't think there's anything else in that wrapper. Oh, there's another one in here right tight at the very bottom, and just get to it. So there is a second of these like jumper things, so it's interesting to see where they go. So have a look at the packaging for the instructions. So let's move just bits and pieces out of the way here, keep those safe so don't lose them, otherwise it really would ruin it. So let's look at the instructions. So we get a user guide. So this is like a generic user guide of how to use the how to install the kits, various little instructions and how to use the components, so that's quite handy. Always good to have a little read through this. I think it's in various different languages, so that's that. We get a service card, so that's pretty good. Bits and pieces on there, so that's a service card, and the all important instruction booklet, which is quite detailed. They are always very good with the instructions, very clear with how to install it, what to do with each process. They are very good and really useful instructions. Pretty easy to follow for the most part, I feel, and it shows you all the different things. Down along the bottom here, you have like a key, and on each instruction it tells you exactly what you've got to do. So that's good. So that's really quite useful. Quite a lot of instructions on here, so a little bit more involved than maybe I was expecting. But I'm sure it'll be pretty easy to install. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. So that's pretty good, quite useful. Yeah, so okay, so that's the instructions and all the bits and pieces. So I'll get these installed now and then show you the light kit when it's dark. So I now have got the light kit installed. Relatively simple to install, but it did take me a little while. Now in terms of LEDs, I've got LEDs on the laser cannons up here and on all 4 of the tips. There are LEDs inside the canopy and on these 2 here. In a second I will of course turn it on so you can actually see the LEDs all lit up. We have a LED round here and on the other side of the wing, and moving around to the rear. Now all the wires, you can get the wires a lot tighter than this, but this is just me, I need to tighten them up. But there are some rather ingenious ways you can tidy up the wire, you can twist them all together, but I've got them all like this to show the actual lighting, but they can be twisted and tidied up a little bit better, but that will take a little bit of time. But I just want to show you all the lights for now. We've got some LEDs around here on the engines, which I'll show in a second. So quite a few LEDs all over this kit. It really does look better when the lights are turned off and you actually see the lights lit up. And we move around to the side again, so we've got another little LED light here. So it all looks pretty good, pretty neat and tidy. But as I say, just for me, that's just my preference with the wires. But I can tidy them up. But I didn't want to risk breaking anything or snag the wires. And I need to spend a bit of time tidying them up. But for me, I don't mind. None of us is going to see it, and it doesn't really bother me if I've been perfectly honest. So I've got all these jumpers here. So they are on Lego bricks. So you could have fixed them somewhere else on the TIE Fighter itself. So there is quite a bit of versatility in terms of how you actually hide all the wires. So it's pretty cool, but that's just how I've got it. So let's turn it around now, and now let's dim the lights and I'll show you the light kit all lit up. So let's turn the LED light kits on in 3, 2, 1 and boom. So here we have the LEDs. I hope the camera's picking up. It's hard to really capture it, but the LEDs do look really, really good and effective. So as I say, on the tips we have these green sort of like laser cannons, which look really good. And on the front in here you can see where I said you see the red LEDs. They are super bright, really do glow really nicely. The camera doesn't really quite do it justice, but they do look quite fantastic. Really nice, crisp, clean looking LEDs, and they do look very effective, very cool looking. As we move around to the side here on the sides of the wings, you see the LED here, looks really, really nice. Then again, moving around to the back, you see the engine. So there's a big LED in here. See the engine's lit up, so that does look really good. It really does look so much better in person. It's hard to really show this on camera, but it really is very effective. And as we move it around again to the side here, it looks very effective and really is very cool, and certainly enhances the TIE-Interceptor. Really, really good. But I think it certainly looks better from the front with all the laser cannons all lit up and the front canopy. That looks excellent, really, really good. I'm certainly pleased with it, outstanding. So overall, I say I'm very impressed with the light kit. It really does help enhance the TIE Fighter and looks absolutely awesome. Now as for the install process, it did take me about 2-3 hours to get it installed. I did not take my time with it. The thing that took the most amount of time was that the TIE Fighter itself is a little bit fragile in places. And as I was removing the necessary bricks to install the LEDs, certain parts of the set did fall apart and I had to keep rebuilding it, but that's more for the TIE-Interceptor rather than the light kit. It's a little bit fiddly, don't get me wrong, but you just need to take your time with it and be a bit patient with it. But in the end, it's pretty simple. The instructions are very clear, and the end effect is really good. I'll turn the lights on now. You can't really see them because it's obviously bright daylight, but you just about make out the lights. They really are nice, bright and crystal clear LEDs, and they look fantastic, especially when it gets dark. It looks fantastic on the shelf. It really does. I think it looks, yeah, they really are very impressive, and they really do enhance Lego sets, that's without doubt. Now in terms of the wiring, I do really need to tidy up my wires. You can obviously tie them together. They're like cable ties. They do tie together really nicely. But I didn't want to mess about with it, and to be honest, when it's on the shelf, only I'm going to see it. It doesn't really bother me, but if I so wish, I can sort of tighten up the wire to make them a little bit neater. But for me, I'll probably leave it as it is. I'm not really that fussed, but you can do that. Maybe you're a little bit better at me in making things neat and tidy, but for me, I don't mind. It looks absolutely fine, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's like the trade-off. The wires are always going to be there. I say when it's up on the shelf, it's always, I'm never going to see the wires, so it doesn't really affect me. So yeah, very impressed with this kit, and I do highly recommend it. So do remember that on the 16th and 17th of July, Briksmax and Lighttailing will be having a 30% off sale on the Amazon website. As I say, I have got the links below in the description, so click those if you're interested in buying anything. Yes, that's pretty cool. So let me know in the comments what you think of this light kit. Do you think it's pretty cool, or do you like light kits in general? Can I please ask leave a like, and if you've enjoyed today's video, I'd be very grateful if you consider subscribing today. I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Thanks very much for watching today.